Welcome back to Legendary Brave. I'm Bren.
I'm Katie Rose.
I've roped my beloved into doing the program as well with you folks. And today we are doing the cardio portion of it. Yesterday was the shred, and again, that's the workout. Today we're just burning calories, shredding the fat. 35 minutes. Are you ready?
Ready.
Alright, bud. On your mark, get set, go. Drag it up. Go as hard as you can the whole time. Don't go crazy, because it is 35 minutes constant. It's about 32 minutes of cardio workout. Alright. Check it out. Doing okay so far? Here we go. Right to jacks. Talked about a couple varieties of jacks yesterday, okay?
Good catch.
Alright. This is kind of standard. Another one is the squat jack like this. Whatever you'd like to do, choose your poison, as they say. So in theory, we're going to be showing you a couple different paces today. Here we go. Alright, jumping rope. Whew. One thing I discovered when you're first doing this, the calves are gonna be sore. Alright? Go hard, folks, the whole time. We talked a lot about the core. Keep the core engaged the whole time. The core is kind of everything in the middle. I think of it as everything, though. Even my arms I'm trying to keep flexed the whole time during the workout. Here we go, Heisman. It's the back and forth option. So I'm doing a little bit more of a jump than my beloved. So each person has their own style. Like to grab heel and knee. Here we go. Now the 1, 2, 3 Heisman. She does, I think, a 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
You do 3.
So whatever you want to do. Okay. Keep going hard. Stay engaged the whole time. Doing okay?
Not a lot of room here.
Yeah, butt kicks. Yeah, I agree. Again, try to keep the back straight as you can. Get the heels up. Kick the butt if you can. And if your knees don't allow for that much flexibility, don't feel bad about it. All right. Getting there. 3, 2, 1. High knees. Again, get them as high as you can. Oh boy. But don't fear if your calves do hurt, like mine are killing you right now. It's okay. We'll get used to it. And you will have ridiculously toned and strong calves. Not much, I guarantee. Keep going, get them up as high as you can. 3, 2, 1, mummies. Okay, with this one, as I mentioned, everything's very straight, rigid, and flexed. Okay? Keep the hands out straight, whole time. Alright. You don't even know what we're doing this whole time, are you?
Nope.
You're going with the I love it. Here we go. This is round 2. Whole thing again. Push it harder this time. Go with the running. Go as hard as you can. We're only doing 2 rounds of this warm-up. So this is where you gotta push it. Whew. Okay. A few more seconds. Going right into jacks next. 4, 3, 2, check it out. This time I'm going to do the squat jacks. Move up a little bit so I don't hit you. If you can go low, it's pretty good. You get a little bit more of a glute workout that way. All right. Three, two, one, jump the rope. Okay. Look, you're jumping rope, babe. All right. Again, everybody has different goals for the program. I'll be doing it to the T, including my eating. Is that about your plan as well?
With modifications.
Some modifications where they need to be made, right? Heisman's, here we go. One of us may or may not have to cut out at any given point as well, if Dean decides to wake up. Which, with all the hopping around, I wouldn't be that surprised. Here we go. A few more seconds. Keep the Heisman's going. Side to sides. 1, 2, 3s or 1, 2, 3, 4s. Whatever you'd like to do. We're doing polyrhythms right now, man, you and I. Good job. Keep going. Keep engaged the whole time. Go as hard as you possibly can. Hopefully, eventually, you can go a little harder than us. All right, butt kicks. Woo. We probably should have opened some windows before we did this. Hindsight. Here you go. Again, back as straight as you can. Heels as high as you can get them. Towards that butt area. Okay. You know what's next?
Mommies?
Nope. Close. High knees. Okay, now we're almost done the warm-up. So really pushing hard for this last minute. Getting everybody fit for the summer season, whatever that means to you, whatever your goals are. Shoot high though, that's all I can say. Now we're mummying. Last exercise for warm-up. Make it a good one. Whew. After this, we're going to go right into the stretching, so be ready. There's no break here. As I've mentioned before, this is aerobic stretching, okay? So you're moving the whole time, continuing to burn those calories even while you stretch. Work that cardio. Here we go. Maybe face forward. Nice. Keep going on that. More. Now we're going down here just a sec. This time going down. Go down, touch the toes if you can. And then I like to do a palm out stretch all the way up. And then back down, touching the toes each time. All the way up. Okay. And you don't want to pull anything here. Sorry, but you do want to keep it going. Try to reach a little further each time. Okay. Now we go from after this one. Stay down there this time. Now go side to side. Both hands going to each foot as much as you can. See how much you can twist? Okay, but the feet don't move. They stay forward. Probably can't see my right foot hidden by the couch. Alright, these next ones, you need to do more of those. These are kind of good. I like these. These next ones are called groiners, or just kind of groin stretches. If you want to do a different kind of groin stretch, you can, depending. Alright, this is how I like to do it. If you just want to stretch your groin however you need to, that's fine. Really kind of push that hip towards the floor in between. Oh boy, don't let him out of shape. Whew. Alright, kind of stay here. Okay, here we go. Reach up. Both ways, then bring the foot in. Other foot goes back. Stretch the other way. Just going to come back a little bit. Both hands, and come in. Switch feet. A few more of those. Again, this kind of stretches a little bit of everything. You doing okay? Here we go. Probably pretty good for now. Next, quad. All right. I like to hop. If you're not up for the hopping, that's fine too. Just kind of stretch. However you can keep the cardio going, the better. Next, this will be the glute. And really, if you keep the straight back, pull it right up till you feel that stretch. You say you don't really feel these as much.
No, I really
Maybe I'm a
don't.
guy. So really, try to push up as much as you can till you feel that stretch. Other side, keep it going. Keep it going. Anything you can do to keep moving. Keep that heart rate up as much as possible. All right. Another side. Or I'm sorry, moving to the glute. So again, I like to stay kind of straight. If I really push my foot back like this, you can stay hopping even just a little bit. That's kind of how I feel. Oh yeah. Nah, that's pretty good. Not that flexible. Alright, just a couple more. This would be a, I guess I'll go this way if you want to go next to me. This would be a calf kind of stretch. Just kind of hopping back and forth. Really stretching that calf each time. Just kind of loosen them up a little bit. Alright, pretty good. Next, just kind of keep jogging for a second. A few arm circles. Other way, with that arm. Okay, switch your arms. Circles. Forward. Alright. Next will be huggers. It's not where you hug your teammates, sorry. Although if you want to modify in that way, probably not recommended. Alright. This is the last one I'm going to do. Maybe you want to go in front this time? And these are inchworms. So, kind of go up, reach down, walk it out, then walk it back up to the hands. Okay, and then turn around and go back the other way. Try to keep the hands on the ground the whole time, if you can. A few more of these. This is another one that kind of hits a few different things. As I may have mentioned a little bit, everything we try to do in this program is kind of more than one thing at once, kind of holistic, hit multiple groups at the same time, doing the cardio while building the muscle, save y'all some time. Last one. All right, so come on up. Whew, just kind of jog it out for a second. I gotta fix my timer here. There it is. Okay, so we got about 30 seconds or so just to jog, and then we're gonna start our cardio. Whew. So for the cardio, and I alluded to this a little bit in the other video, basically we do incremental training. So we do 20-second increments of kind of burst training, followed by 40 seconds of something a little bit different. I'm going to get my mat ready, and I'm going to use this. If you want to go in front, babe, or back here.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, sounds good. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Run it out, and you're sprinting as hard as you can right now. For 20 seconds. You've done 7. Halfway there, keep going, push as hard as you can. Every time should be as hard as you can possibly go. 2, 1. Okay. Now, you're going to want to do something that's a little lighter in between. And the important thing with this is that it should be a different movement. Shouldn't be jogging, because we don't want to get the muscles used to doing this same thing for this whole workout. That's why you got to change it up with a different motion. I'll be changing it up with a few different motions. All right, doing good. Good to get back into it, huh, babe? Here we go. Get ready to sprint it out. 3, 2, 1. Sprint it out. As hard as you can. Hopefully you're not talking like I am during this. Not recommended. However, now this time I'm going to do a kind of modified jack as a different move. I always kind of like to throw these in there when I can. Whew. So I'm going to be going back and forth between the rope jumping and this modified jack. So you decide what's best for you. If you have another move that you want to work in to spice it up a little bit, as long as you are pushing it for 20 seconds and then doing something different for the remaining 40. Here we go. 2, 1. Push it out. Getting there. There we go. All right. Back to whatever it is you want to do. For me, it's jumping rope. I'm a big fan of the rope jumping. Just to keep it going. And if you're like an athlete, you know, you probably want to do this sort of training because it's very sports-like, right? You're jogging for some of it, and then you have to sprint. You got to chase a ball down, something like that. So a lot of athletes will use this kind of training. Alright, so some of you are going to go slower, some of you are going to go faster, but you got to find a point where you push it every day a little bit harder. Here we go. Run it out. For me, I like to try to keep the knees up here if I can. It's kind of like a high knee warm up a little bit for me. There it is. Alright, do what you need to do. I got another advertisement, pardon me. Ah, doing the mummy, huh? The mummy for the mommy. So for us, this is a little teaser of the program. We're not really starting till tomorrow. So I already gave my disclaimer in the other video of how we've worked hard to get out of shape these last couple of weeks for the program. And here we go. Yeah, sure we did. Halfway there, keep it going, the whole time. All right, very good. Okay, new topic. Sometimes I like to watch television while I work out. You gotta be careful with that, and I don't always do it. But you really want to have this, what you're doing, as your primary focus, okay? And then, so if you're watching something, sometimes I'll just put on Sports Center, but again, what I'm doing here is my primary focus. Because you gotta be pushing it the whole time. 3, 2, push it out. Alright. Go harder than you did the last time. Push, push, and push some more. I could probably, like I said, do more if I wasn't trying to talk as well. Alright, here it is. What did I do last time? Losing track. Okay. Alright, new topic. Food! Oh, you can talk for several workouts of this topic. All I'm going to say is, and you can chime in if you want on this topic, I would put what we're doing with this workout stuff at like 35–40% of overall effectiveness of a program. Most of it, I have to admit, is your eating. What are you, that whole you are what you eat business. Push it out. Right? So how are you eating? What are you eating? When are you eating? How much? What were you going to say?
How often?
Yeah. How often is so important.
That's the hardest one for me.
Here we go. Push it out. Here we go. I think I'm back to this. A couple of rules of thumb. Whatever you end up doing with your diet, this is shred the fat in phase 1. So you probably want to not have a ton of fat. You have to have some essential fats, obviously. We recommend, though, keeping the fats to a minimum, bringing down the caloric intake, spreading it out to 5 or 6 meals, eating like a king for breakfast, and more like a poor man for dinner. Small dinners. Okay? Run it out. More so every 10. Keep that engaged, especially while you're sprinting. Really should be keeping the engagement when you're not as well. Keep the muscles flexed, everything's engaged. Alright. Lots of water all day long. In addition to it being so important for the metabolism, for everything, keep the body refreshed. It also makes you feel full, so you don't go and eat more than you're supposed to. What else?
Protein and carbs in the morning.
Oh, right. Definitely more of the proteins and the carbs. Some of you are all gluten-free and that kind of thing. Not many diets recommend the high carbs these days. The grains and that sort of thing. Gotta be careful of that. We have pretty much cut out any sort of carb or anything like that. Like for dinner. I usually prefer to have that sort of carb, but it's kind of high calorie, gives you good energy, right? I like to have that in the morning. oatmeal, something like that. As far as when, again, I like to do 6 meals a day pretty much. Avoid 2 to 3 hours before bed. Okay, you might go to bed, you want to go to bed hungry because then you might get up and eat. But you shouldn't go to bed stuffed, that's for sure. Here we go. All right. And by the way, you're probably not going to want to listen to this 50,000 times, so feel free to mute this sucker a third time around. All right, let's go. Oh, keep it going. We're almost there. I think we only have, what, maybe 4 more rounds, something like that. Stay, keep going the whole time. And if you find it too easy, then you got to push yourself a little harder. It's a very condensed workout. So it doesn't mean there's times to take it really easy and not feel like you're doing anything. If you can jog a little harder in between, then do it. You should totally be wasted by the end of this workout. Whew. Run it out. So it's all relative to what you can do. If you're a young buck, maybe you can go a little faster than us. Awesome. Do it. Push it every time. Alright, we're getting there. Oh, those calves. Oh man. Gonna be sore for a few days at first. That can be a good thing. So speaking of pushing it, no matter what you're doing, take it to the next level the next time. I know you're thinking, I can't improve every single time, and that's probably true. But that's what you need to shoot for. 1 more rep when you're doing those exercises in the other workout. A little bit faster every time when you're doing the cardio. Here we go, 2, 1. All right, just a few minutes left. Finish strong. All right, I think I just did these, didn't I? Thanks for keeping track. Story of our lives. So goals with while you're working out, like I said, push it more every time. We're putting 35 minutes aside. Why only get 80% of those 35 minutes? Get 100% of those 35 minutes every time. It's not that long. For food, why would you just do this when you're putting all this effort into getting in shape, getting into better condition than you were before? Here we go, run it out. Why would you go and spoil it with food of the unrecommended variety? But of course I'm kind of one of those hot or cold people. My wife can attest to. Here we go. So I'm either in it or I'm not, you know. These last 2 weeks, heavily not into it. Took a little breather. But the next 12 weeks, I'll be in it fully the whole time. So hopefully, whatever your goals are, you shoot for them and you maintain that goal in mind the entire program. Whew. Here we go. I think this is the last one. Yep. All right, last one. Push it hard. There we go. Alright, we go back to doing the other one. Recovery. Now you want to be thinking of another move here, which is what I'm trying to do. Something new, because we got to do our cool down next. So we're going to do just one more pushing it, and then we're going to do a kind of a new move after this, okay? I think I got one. Alright, so here it is. This is the very last one. Go strong. Last 20-second sprint. I mentioned this, or I meant to mention it. Modification, folks. If you're an outdoorsy person, take this concept on the road. Don't just run around the block jogging. Head and finish hard here. Alright, now new move. For me, I'm going to go squat jacks. This is kind of our cool down for a couple of minutes anyway. So whatever your new move is, you can do what I'm doing, or you can change it up. I knew you would change it up. My baby goes her own way. So yeah, whatever your poison is, but keep the concept the same, right? Going hard for 20 seconds, and then recovering for about 40. Some of us need to stay within earshot of infants in the other room. Some of you are a little more free than that. So, whatever your style is, it's fine. Call that differentiation in the educational realm. Okay, you're almost done. In about half a minute, we're going into our stretching, which is the first time that we're going to really stop, just like yesterday. So in theory, you should have been moving this whole time. Last 32 minutes. That's the theory of it anyway. And 15 seconds is the first time when you stop. And again, this workout, next time, it's got to be better. You've got to do a better job. Here we go. Alright, I guess I'll go with it. Alright, turn to the side. Back to our breathing. Last one. Now just kind of hang down. Woo. Kind of go side to side here. I like to go into a groin stretch here. Whatever you want to do for a final stretch routine is probably okay. Just kind of make sure you, mostly we're doing running. We weren't doing too much arm stuff. So usually after cardio, we really want to hit the legs. Okay? Generally they say 20 seconds per stretch. It's pretty effective. Alright. Thereabouts. It's different kinds of stretching you can do. You probably know different stretching that you like to do. I'm just doing calves here, okay? You can do both calves together. If your mat doesn't slide out from underneath you. You can do one at a time. That's what I really need right now. You're definitely going to feel it in the calves. Probably makes, yeah, you're doing one at a time, huh?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
I gotta do that before I can do both at the same time.
Alright. Now this is what I like to throw in at the end. Kind of stretches the arm a little bit, chest area, and the leg at the same time, the quad I guess it would be. If you can balance it. Again, we're multitaskers in this country, in this society, right? So if you can do more than one thing effectively, don't multitask so much that you're not doing effective stretching. But if you can do more than one thing at once, again, condensed workout, 35 minutes, so you go hard the whole time. There's not rests in between and that kind of thing. All right. Okay. I like to end, ooh, I haven't done those in a while. And that is it. Nice job, bud. That's cardio. We'll see you next time.